Waiting. Let me just text everyone to let them know we're on. Waiting. Let me just text everyone to let them know we're on.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Hey, good evening, Jasmine. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, we're
How
gonna
are
take
you?
minutes. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. How's school? It's all
Ugh,
working out.
yeah, it's coming along.
I know we didn't get into investments and find what should we invest in. I hope you have joined the TDA, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right, perfect. You didn't max out yet, right?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. So I was taught every time you get a raise, you increase it.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. So I'm just making sure. Making sure you got all of this.
me
We
too.
want
Yes,
we want to maximize everything.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
hello.
Malika. I need Malika to share her testimony because we've been praying. And I would like Malika to share her testimony in about a minute. We'll give another minute.
Okay. Hold on, give me 2 seconds to come back. I'm going to get Diddy. She calling me.
Okay. Why didn't you tell me I don't check YouTube live?
Huh? What'd you say?
Then you said,
What did you say?
I'm on YouTube live.
Are you on YouTube Live?
Purposely.
Oh, okay. Can I get $20? Is my hair done?
Is he going to pick you up?
I have to walk to one person.
Hi, everyone. We are going to get started. We are going to get started. So this is Real Talk with Pastor Carroll. Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. How's everyone doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing good too.
Okay, awesome. Very good.
I'm
So
doing
I just want
good.
to let you know, I love you guys. I'm just so happy y'all on. This is my favorite time of the week. So I just want to let you know we are, because some people did ask if we were going to have it on YouTube. So I just said, okay, let me make
Ooh.
sure that it's on YouTube, and because they were saying, well, this is something that we want to hear too, and they too young, they too old. So or so I said, hey, you can hear some of the things that we might have, but if we don't feel comfortable, then we don't. But Malika, I want you to share what our prayer life has been like, because we've been praying, and that's one of the things we've been concentrating on is prayer. But before we do that, we're gonna pray. And who want to volunteer? Anyone can pray. And I know some are going to come on. So as they come
I can
on,
volunteer.
all right, go ahead.
Lord, I come to you today and I say thank you for this evening, for each and every last one of us that made it to the line. Those who are on their way, I pray that they get here. And even if they don't, they still see the video eventually and it means something to them. I thank you for getting us through the week as far as we have gotten through this week. It's been a big test for me, especially. And I've been thanking you for keeping everybody as you have been. Continue to watch over each and every last one of us, our babies and our elders included. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. So again, this is Real Talk with Pastor Carroll.
Amen.
And we've been meeting every Thursday, and this has just been a blessing. And we had a really good time last week and a lot of participation. And we're going to continue it regardless of whether there's a couple of people one week and a lot of people another week. We're going to build it up. And I'm glad that it is building and that we are learning the things that we're learning. And we're going to continue on. My son, hold on one second. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. So hold on, let me admit Jasmine again. There you go. All right, there we go. Okay. Anyway, so it just has been such a blessing doing this. And there's more that's coming. And I know they said they expressed their interest. And we want to make sure that you young people ages 20s and 30s have this information. So we talked about a prayer life. That's one thing we talked about. Last week we talked about real talk is a little bit different because it's not really Bible study, because I had that on Wednesdays. Again, I have that on Wednesdays. If you want to come, please join our Bible study. Please join our Bible study on Wednesdays if you want to come on Wednesdays, because we have a lot of things that we do on Wednesdays. So, but this is more of, we have the word, okay? And we apply the word to our everyday life. So last week we talked about credit score. We talked about how to build a credit score, but we also incorporate everything, our biblical ways and our biblical principles to our everyday life. So we're continuing with that. Okay. So today I wanted to just, you don't know how I'm gonna come at you every week. So I know it's not like everything is set in stone. It's how I feel that the responses that I get from you guys and just what I feel that you might need to know. So I'm gonna have Malika share just her testimony, because she's been, trying to really build this prayer life, and she's been really going hard at it. And I tell you, we talked about prayer life, and we talked about building this prayer life, and it has been amazing. And she is it's just been amazing, I have to tell you. And she has been consistent on that 7 a.m. prayer line. Oh my goodness. Now Shaniqua shows up, but Malika has been consistent, and she has been, and it's just not about the prayer line, it's developing a prayer life. I need you guys to really understand the power of developing a prayer life. It's not just little stuff. You ask for something, you pray for something. Believe me, it might take time or it might come right away, but be consistent. Because remember, I said the word says pray without ceasing. Constantly pray, pray, pray. Now, I want your finances to get right, but we also want, I believe in the whole saint, the whole person, meaning that your spiritual life, your physical life, we want to make sure we in shape, when we getting our bodies together, we doing what we do, because y'all know I like to work out. So I do my workouts, okay? And they know, some of y'all know I wake up in the morning, I'll be out there doing my workout almost 6 days a week. So if I, in my old age, can get out there and get my workout on, you guys can. And I know your lives are busy because your children might be a little younger than mine. So, and I just, so that's just some of the things that we do. So I just want you guys to know that I'm here for you. And I know you live in life. As they say, life is life. And it can be sometimes difficult, but I'm here to try to make it easier. And we're going to watch a little video in a few minutes, because I want y'all to show you what I was talking about when it came to credit score. Please take notes. You have questions, please. Shaniqua was like, I got my pen and paper. You have questions, please, please, please ask the question. If I do not know, I will go to someone who knows, or I will do my research. If you know something, please share it. I hope you guys got the links that I gave you to check your credit report. I think if you're not on my link, we could make it. And I would rather go to WhatsApp, because there's other people that want to join the group. It's hard for me to constantly do a new
Yeah,
group.
especially being that a lot of people got Androids, or if they got an iPhone, it
Right.
don't always, So I get it.
Right. Is that everybody okay with that? That we just move to WhatsApp? Because I'm moving to WhatsApp.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to give you stuff. It's also easier for you to, like, if you want to mute it and you don't want to hear the ding, ding, ding all the time. But I'm not going to give you a whole lot of things all the time. I'm going to just give you some of the important stuff that's going to help your life. So I did send you guys a link on how to check your credit score, right? I think I did. Yes, I did. And I gave you a couple of links. I think it was like 1 or 2 links that I gave you around credit. So I was going to move on to another topic, but I don't want to rush. There's no rush. Let's take our time and let's ask some questions, and let's figure out how we can build that credit score. Yes, you have YouTube. You can find so much on YouTube, but sometimes it's so overwhelming. It's just easier if someone maybe channels it first and talks about it, and then we can talk about other, find videos to enhance it. All right, Malika, please share your testimony.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down for this one. No, I'm excited though. Hi everybody. I don't even know where to start off. All I know is I've been dealing with a lot of stuff lately, and most of it has been I've been being attacked when it comes to my foundation and my housing situation, like my living situation. So it's been hard for me literally just to move in or find a place to go somewhere, like with my voucher and all of that, because one, my credit was kind of messy, and then the other part was I had evictions on my background. So I've been working on my credit part. That was one of the parts, that pieces we've been talking about lately. So I felt good about that, making me feel like, I'm on track somewhere with something. And then out of the blue, I've been dealing with lawyers and all this other stuff for like maybe over a year and a half, probably a little bit longer. But long story short, my lawyer ended up calling me. We filed a motion so I could work on getting my evictions taken off of my background, so it can help me when it comes to me moving, and I don't have to worry about all the landlords just refusing me, not even for my credit score, but because of the evictions that I got. So, and which is literally like only 2, but still, like 1 is enough. So, long story short, my lawyer ended up calling me one night in the middle of the night, and I answered because I just answered, and she's like pretty much telling me all my evictions got withdrew off my background. I don't have to worry about them. I could take my voucher anywhere I want and move to wherever I want to move to, and that's been one of my biggest things because I've been talking to Shaniqua about that a lot lately because she know I'm running to her right now. Right. But I'm telling sister, like when I come out there, I'm trying to make sure I got a job at least a little lined up. I'm trying to get into my crib already while I'm out there. I just want to help you. I just want your help you showing me the way. And I've been praying on that too, because I don't want to just up and make a big move and then I'm putting it on me as a burden on somebody, even with me having the stuff I got. So I just been thanking God because honestly, if it hasn't been for me continuous, I know for a fact, if I have not been continuously opening my book, being obedient, getting up and doing my prayer, whether or not I make it at 7 a.m. in the morning, I still get up and I still pray in the morning, even with my babies. Like, if I haven't been consistent with that, even with me kneeling, if I have not been consistent with that, I honestly know that I still will be going through a bunch of hot water right now. And it's only because I can't do everything by myself. And that was one of my biggest things. Keep feeling like I got this, I got this, I got this, or I'm doing it by myself, but I'm really not. I wake up every day and God woke me up. I didn't wake up breathing by myself. That man put the breath in my lungs to continue keeping me. And me using my limbs. So I just thank him because every day is something different for me. Like literally and mentally, I just be asking him to keep me because I'm not a sane person at all, and he know that. But he protect me because I am one of his fools. I'm just a baby one though, but I'm
And I
still
love it.
learning.
I love
I'm
it.
still look. Thank you. I'm still learning. I'm still going through, and I just ask everybody to continue to pray for me and keeping my
Amen.
strength, especially when it comes to this because this journey not easy, and I'm literally staying
Amen.
with my friend's mom right now, which I'm thankful for her even opening her door because I don't really got that much help out here right now. I'm not even by my own family. So literally it's tough for me, but I'm doing it, I'm dealing with it. And I only know by the grace of God is the only reason why I've been getting all of this stuff done for me. Literally day by day, week by week. Even if I feel like nothing is moving, I end up seeing it a couple days later. So that's been the biggest thing for me, and I'm just thankful for that part. I'm
Thank you for
excited too.
sharing. Thank
I'm
you.
real
Thank
excited.
you. Thank you for sharing. I love
Thank
let's
you
get
for
let's
following me.
yay. I mean, she's been through, let me tell you, that's why I said I'm not saying because she came on the prayer line, but what I have personally seen her
Right,
journey. I've seen her
right.
journey of praying and praying and praying, and she
I even
going
got
through.
discouraged at times. I felt like I'm about to give up. Oh, I don't want to be on the prayer line. I don't want
She
to talk. I
did. She
don't
got
want to,
discouraged. And we were praying for her. We said, don't give up. You keep moving. And then next thing you know, she had this testimony. So I just want to encourage you. And as she encouraged, we want to encourage each other. We
That's
are
just
all
one
on
of
a
many. So
different,
I say thank you.
amen. We are all on a different, everybody has their own thing. Somebody might be going through this. Somebody might be going through that. We are all financially different. We are all physically different. There's different things, but we are here to support each other. Okay. So this is our time to support each other. Even if it's this small hour, this is our time to support each other. The 20s and 30s group. I know y'all need that time sometimes. It's a break. Ooh, stop. It's a break. Okay. All right,
Mhm.
anyone check their credit score or went through the credit or seen anything or kind of thought about some stuff? Come on. Anyone do anything? Make some moves.
So I did. And they told me that I opened up a bank account that I never opened up a bank account. So my thing is, how do I get that off my credit? Like, do I gotta do fraud and all that kind of stuff? Cause like,
Raiden, let me ask Raiden, because Raiden had some good stuff last week. Raiden
Mhm.
was coming up with the sauce. Yes. Raiden, where are you? I need him to answer. Maybe he walked away from his phone.
Nah, I'm here. My fault, y'all. It's loud too in the background. My
Okay,
fault.
no problem.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she
What you was saying? You wanted to know how to get that off your report.
yeah. So
Um.
okay. So what happened was I tried to open up a credit union bank, like I told me.
Mhm.
And when she went through my banking history, she said there was a bank up there called Wood Forest Bank. And she's basically saying that I owe them money. And I was like, I never opened up a Wood Forest Bank. And she was like, well, maybe you need to call a credit bureau or something to get it off your credit. Like she couldn't really explain it to me. Like I just it was just like crazy. I didn't know what to do. Like do I do fraud? Do I like where do I start?
Yeah, I mean, you could do fraud as well. You gotta put in like for like the hard inquiries and you might have to take it up with that bank, whatever
Yeah,
bank they're saying that
contact the
you
bank.
opened up with. Yeah.
But I never opened that bank. I don't even know what that bank is.
So you need to go
I
and
don't.
call them.
They're in Texas. I used
In
to live in
Texas.
Texas. But I never opened up a bank account in Texas at all.
So call them, find out why.
Okay.
Yeah, call them and find out what happened. I'm glad you made a move though. You made a move.
Yeah, I told you I wasn't playing.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
call them.
Anybody else made a move, did something, check the credits? Like I said, check your credit report. Anyone did that yet? If not, don't worry about it. Try to do it next week.
I was able to check mine. I used Credit Karma and I was able to log in and check it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nothing where it's like alarming that you have to call anybody or anything.
No.
Okay, perfect. Raiden, what you say? You said
I did see my student loans on it. I was like, good God. But
but I told you what to do is
yeah.
to see if you can get that off.
Yeah, I don't qualify yet because it has to be 10 years before they do like student loan forgiveness since I work for a school. But and also right now I'm in what is it, like deferral because I'm in school. But once I have a certain amount of payments, then I can do it.
Okay. Okay. Well, and I also found out from someone I know who got complete forgiveness. She got complete forgiveness, but she's 52 years old, and she was living with that student debt for a long time. I don't want that for you. I want you to try to get this out the way, now. Okay. I'm trying to look out for y'all, all my kids, y'all all my kids, and I'm just making sure. Anyone else try to check? If you didn't check, please check your credit score. Whatever I get, please check your credit report. Now, the credit score and the credit report, two different things. Okay, there's a place that you go because you saw your score, your report. Jasmine.
I saw it started off, it shows you the score and then it has like what are the things that impact your credit score, and then it tells you like what's whether it's in good standing or whether it needs work, things like that.
Okay, and you saw your score. They gave you your score because that was Credit
Yes.
Karma. Yes, I have Credit Karma too. I have them as well, and it's free. It's free. But also check the link that I gave you. Check your report on the other three places because remember there's 3 of them.
Okay.
Okay, it's free. If anyone asks you to pay, don't go with them. Do everything where it's free. Okay. Sorry, my child is going to homecoming, so I have to. I'm buttoning up his thing. You can have them. Okay. All right, go ahead. Oh,
I was definitely going to go to the homecoming down here tonight. It started at 8:00, I think. I'm too tired. I gotta work tomorrow, so I ain't going nowhere but to my bed.
This is for his school, so it's good.
Okay.
So, okay, who did we lose? I think we lost somebody. No, we didn't lose anybody. All right, so, so as I said, there's a purpose for me talking about prayer. As you going through, looking at your credit, looking at there's things that you got to work out. You should be in constant prayer all the time. There's stuff that you need to work out. I also want to put in, I know I keep talking about your prayer life. We also have to read the word. All right, there's a word that we have to read the word. I'm going to send you guys and y'all can tell me if you want to tell me what topic, but y'all all have the Bible app? You guys all have that Bible app? That usual Bible app that's on the phone?
Yeah.
I was thinking as a group that we could do a devotion. You know that devotion thing that you do, pick a topic. Yeah, and the daily devotion. And that way we all doing it at the same time. I'll send the link to you guys individually and y'all click on it and then, not individual, in the group. And then we all do one. Y'all can make a comment, we can see each other, and then we all can we can do that at the same time. I think we have to be, I'm not sure if we have to be friends, but don't worry, we'll figure it out. But I'll choose a topic. Maybe our topic is going to be about prayer because I want y'all to understand the power of it and how serious you need to pray. You should be praying every day. Not now, I lay me down to sleep. That's
Right,
cute.
amen.
I would pray the Lord my soul to keep. Amen. If I should die before I wake up, pray the Lord my soul to take. Oh man. No. That's nice for the 2-year-old, but for y'all going through some real things, okay? And you're taking care of some real people, some young people. I don't know if everyone have kids, well, maybe not. Maybe there's 1 or 2 that don't have children, but you taking care of children, you taking care of other life. And some of you might, some of us might be a little younger. I know my little cousin come on, Janae, she came on last week. She did, she's younger. She don't have any kids, but yeah, so I'll pick something that has something to do with prayer life. All right. Like I said, I'm not trying to hold y'all on too long. I want to get to the point. I took a couple of videos to kind of explain a little bit of our credit, and I did a couple of videos, kind of like an overview of what we talked about. Hold on. I don't know why my thing. Okay. I'm bringing it up now, and I'm going to share my screen. As I said before, please share this with other people. People need to know these things. People need to know, I'm trying to help the community. I really am. I'm trying to help the young people, and I want you guys to have a step up that maybe some other people do not have. Okay, hold on. All right. I'm going to share my screen. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Okay. I'll just wait. Can now see your screen. Can you guys see my screen? Can y'all see my thumbs up? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. Perfect. All right. So this guy, pretty much what we said last week, but he's going through some, some other stuff. So.
I'm Ross Mack.
And I'm Andini. Welcome to the Finance Couch.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Ross Mack, and I'm from the south side of Chicago. I worked hard, went to a fancy school, even did my time on Wall Street. But the more I learned, I realized a lot of people that grew up the way I didn't necessarily have the same access to information. And that's why I'm here today, answering questions from college students that I wish I knew when I was their age.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm good. How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Rania. So I was wondering, what is a credit score?
What is a credit score? I want you to look at it like a report card that you're gonna have and gonna carry effectively the rest of your life that's gonna determine what's the likelihood that you're gonna be willing to actually pay back someone that loans you money in a timely fashion. There are 5 things that make up your credit score. It's gonna be the length of your credit history, actually paying back your bills on time, your credit utilization, new credit, and credit mix. And all those
credit mix?
What credit mix is banks, they want to see that you have different forms of credit. So if you only have credit cards, they want to see something else, right? They want to see, do you have an auto loan? Do you have a home loan, right? Do you have longer, different loans? And credit utilization is ensuring that, sure, you're able to get a $10,000 credit card, but they actually don't want to see that you charge $10,000, right? In fact, they actually only want you to charge up to 30% of that. So that's
So remember I said that last week, only 30% of everything you have. I know, I'm not sure if you guys knew this before, but this is, I wanted to let y'all know that 30%, only make sure it's lower than 30% because you can mess up your credit, okay? You can lower your credit. Now he's going to
$10,000 credit card, only charge up to $3K.
Is it true that it goes down every time you check it?
The answer is absolutely not. Experian is one of the big credit bureaus, and that's actually where I go and I check my credit score. So I have the app on my phone. Anytime you are borrowing money, at the end of the month, every person you borrow money, they actually report to these different credit bureaus, and Experian is one of them. what you're talking about, the differences between a hard inquiry and a soft inquiry. So a soft inquiry is what checking your credit score is. It will not impact your overall credit score. And then like a hard inquiry, on the other hand, is, say for instance, you actually try to get new credit, meaning you just applied either for an auto loan, a new credit card, or even quite often say you're shopping at a department store and they say, hey, you want a 20% discount? How about get this store credit card?
Yeah.
That's a trick. Instantly
Really?
right there,
Oh.
that is going to be a hard inquiry. And so when you have a hard inquiry, what that is doing is showing, hey, this person needs credit. And at that time, that gives you a little momentary hit to your overall credit score.
Well, I hope.
So, okay, so that's very important. Many of you, y'all do know when y'all go to the store, right? And how they go, always say no. You know how they like, hey, get this credit card out of the store. You know, do you shop here often? Okay, why don't you get this credit card? You could be saving yourself money. Do not fall for that. Do not fall for that. Because when they run your score, it's a hit against your credit score. A temporary hit, but it's a hit. Okay? That's an inquiry. That's called a hard inquiry. Now, when I said, did you guys check your credit? That's not a hard inquiry. You're not trying to get something. You're not trying to get a credit card. You're not trying to get a loan. You're just checking your credit. It's called soft inquiry. Hard inquiry is the thing that hits your credit. Like it hits your credit. It's that hard inquiry. But the soft one, it doesn't. Question?
I heard I had heard about that too though. But if you go to a place with go try to get a new car or stuff like that, you check your credit instead of just checking it just for just one, you'll mess it's like a hard it's a hard one. Like you
Yeah.
like you were just talking about. Mess your credit score up.
They can. Okay. Yep. So that's what he's trying to explain to you now. Do not, and like I said, don't get tricked. That 20% off. That 20% off don't mean anything. No, thank you. I'll pay the money. Don't be trying to get extra little dollars. It will hit your credit. Be careful. Okay. All right, let's just finish.
Hope our answers helped you in some
Thank you so much.
way.
It really did.
Okay, so she's finished. Now I have another video. This video is going to show you how to increase your credit score the way you guys are now, right? And you want to increase it. Unless some of you have 800, then you're not, 800, 850. You're already there, then may not be, as informative. But if you're not at your 800 or 850, then because 850 is the highest you can get. 850 is the highest you can get. So, and that's a beautiful spot to be in. I just want to let y'all know. 850. Now, as I told y'all, I'm at 800, but that's still a beautiful spot. But I would like to be 850. That's where I would like to be. All right, now this is where I said y'all might need, because last week I told you about what the guy just said just now, but this guy is kind of going to tell you how to increase it. So take notes. If you have some notes, he's going to tell you how to increase it and what to do to increase your credit. So take some notes. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just wondering what happened to it.
Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to increase your credit score guaranteed. 8 years ago, I realized just how important it was to have good credit. So I made it my mission to learn everything about credit scores and how you should have a clear-cut understanding of what anything else. You should have a clear-cut understanding of what a FICO score is and also the variables that influence it. So a FICO score is another way of saying a credit score, and these are the things that go into that metric. 35% payment history, 30% amount of debt, aka credit utilization, 15% length of credit history, 10% new credit, and 10% credit mix.
Okay, I know it went fast. Hold on.
% new credit and 10% credit mix.
All right, so you can see that your payment history is the highest thing that they look at to determine your credit. And I hope this is helping you guys. Is this helpful? Like some of this information that you're getting? Okay. Give me a thumbs up if it is. Give me a thumbs up if it's helping. Okay, because I want this. Thank you. I want this to be a definitely okay. Perfect. Because I want anything that I speak about to help you. I don't want this to just be a willy-nilly time just to waste your time. So remember, pay your stuff on time, please. Please. I know you tempted to buy something else sometimes. Please don't do that. Pay your stuff on time. All right. 35% of that's your payment history. 30%, the amount of debt you have. Look at that. 15% length of credit history. And new credit and credit mix. So I think he's gonna explain each one. So let's go.
Mix. Most, if not all of these, are pretty self-explanatory. Payment history deals with how well you pay off your credit. The amount of debt deals with how much you owe. The length of credit history is just how much time you've spent building credit. New credit considers how many new lines of credit you've built and at what points in time did you build them. And credit mix deals with the variety of credit you owe, for example, auto loans, credit cards, home mortgages, and more. So the very first thing that is the quickest and easiest way to increase your credit score by a ton is by actually getting added as an authorized user on someone else's credit card. Now, not everyone can do this, but if you know someone with good credit, they can actually boost your score by adding you onto their credit card. Now, the reason why this might not work for everyone is because one, whoever is added to the credit card can actually negatively impact the primary cardholder's credit score if they don't use the card properly. And two, if the primary cardholder has bad or the same credit as you, your credit score won't increase because by being an authorized user, you're basically associating with them and their whole credit history. So if you know.
Okay, so that is a way, which I did it, okay, for my kids, is the way to boost your credit score, all right? And I'm saying for your kids because some of you parents can do it for your children. If let's say you don't have good credit, if you have a very good relationship with someone, okay, and they're willing to put you on their credit card, like one of their credit cards or whatever. If they have great credit and they put you on, now I wouldn't take the credit card if I was you. I was just like, just put me on. That's it. You know, especially if they're responsible, your credit could go up. That's a very quick way of having it, if you have somebody to do that for you. But that is one of the quickest ways to raise your credit. Okay? Now, everyone don't have it like that. And some people might be looking at you like you crazy, like, why you want to be on my credit? You know, but if you close to someone that has amazing credit, that's constantly paying their bills, and they're willing to put you on, then
know someone with a good score who trusts you and is willing to sign you onto their card, then this can actually have a really big impact on your score. And I've seen people go from like 650 to 680 or more from being added by someone who had a score of over 800. It's really easy. You really just have to get them to contact the credit card company and ask them to add an authorized user to that particular card. Most cards are going to allow this. Now, if you don't have any credit history and you don't have anyone that can actually add you as an authorized user, there are many other things you can do. The second thing is start building credit history. If you don't have any credit at all, I recommend getting started by applying for your first credit card. If you can't get approved for a credit card right now, don't worry, because you can actually still sign up for something called a secured credit card. Discover actually offers one, as well as many other companies, but pretty much anyone with valid income can qualify for a secured card because you'll.
Okay, so did you guys get that? So let's say you can't get a credit card, your credit card is messed up, you can get a secured credit card, okay? And he's going to explain what it is. It's good to have something to build up, okay?
You'll need to put down a security deposit in order to get a line of credit. Meaning if you put down, let's say $100, you'll be given a line of credit for $100. This makes it very good for beginners with absolutely no credit history. And it's a really important step because this is where you start building your credit. And as time goes on and you get more credit cards, your score will increase. The third thing you guys can do is actually pay off all your credit cards in full all the time. Paying off your credit cards is crucial to raising your credit score, and it's much easier nowadays with AutoPay, which is a service that most credit card companies provide so that you can automatically pay off your balances. If your credit card company does not have AutoPay, then run, because that is not normal. If you haven't already, you should set up AutoPay for as many of your credit cards as possible, because any missed or late payments can have serious negative effects on your credit score. Not to mention the penalty fees and the risk of losing out on other offers like the intro 0% APR periods that most companies give out. So you need to find out when your last day of the billing cycle is every month, and you need to make sure that you're paying off your credit cards by the end of that month, because it makes up 35% of your entire credit score. So yeah, payment history, probably the most important thing that you guys can do. It's pretty simple, but it's also pretty simple to slip up on 1 or 2 payments. And if that does happen, your credit score is going to take a pretty big hit. So we want to do everything we can to, prevent that from happening. Set up the AutoPay and you'll thank me later. Number 4 is you can build multiple lines of credit. Now that you've started building credit history and you're paying these bills on time, the next focus would be to start getting multiple credit cards. You want to do this because when you increase the amount of credit cards you have, the total credit limit you have also will increase. For example, if I have one credit card with a limit of $500 and then I get another card with a limit of $1,000, you basically just upgrade and have a total credit limit of $1,500 now. Getting multiple credit cards like that can not only make it easier for you to stay within the 30% credit utilization ratio, which we will talk about later, but it will also strengthen your credit history because lenders will see that you have multiple credit cards that you're able to pay off on time. Getting more credit cards does increase your lines of credit, but that's not the only thing you can do. You should also be diversifying your loans. So you can actually help your credit by taking out auto loans, getting a mortgage, or even paying off small loans that are reported to the credit agencies. The reason why all these things helps is because if you pay off these different types of loans, you build different types of credit, which will look good on your report because it shows that multiple types of lenders trust you and that you're actually paying them off, right? It actually makes a lot of sense. I would way rather give money to someone if they have a mortgage, credit cards, and a car loan. Compare that with someone that only has, let's say, 2 credit cards. It becomes obvious why the first person is just a lot easier to actually loan money to. Number 5 is you want to wait before getting new credit. What I'll say about this is that you don't want to be getting new credit too often, especially at certain times. This is because when you apply for new credit, there is going to be a slight ding on your credit score as they will be performing a hard inquiry or hard pull on your credit to see if you qualify. So you can see that if you have a bunch of different inquiries at the same time, that's going to effectively lower your credit score one at a time. Lenders could see you as a riskier borrower if you are applying for different lines of credit all at once, because the way that they see it is like, oh, Charlie is applying for 4 new credit cards plus a mortgage plus an auto loan at the same time. He might be in some trouble financially, and that's why he's trying to borrow all this money at once.
So when you guys decide to do, because I saw this, be careful, because I've seen this when people decide to do one thing and apply for this and apply for that and apply for this and apply for that at the same time. You look like you broke and you trying to get some money to do some stuff. Okay, it just looks like you're not handling things right. So don't go running out trying to get a bunch of credit cards. Okay, what he's saying is do it slowly, because then they raise an eyebrow at what's going on. Why are they trying to get more?
Even if that's not the case and you just want to start building credit fast, that's the way that lenders see it. So as a rule of thumb, it's good to wait on trying to get new credit if you want your score as high as possible in the short term. If you're about to buy a car or buy a house, don't apply for a credit card right before. Wait until after you get the car or the house, because for those types of situations, your credit score directly influences your interest rate on those loans, which means you're gonna be paying way more money over the life of that loan. So yeah, new credit will temporarily ding your credit in the short term, but it will help it in the long term. Just understand that timeline and don't apply for credit before a big event like that. Okay, so number 6 is to keep your credit utilization ratio under 30%, or better yet, under 10%. Basically, this means that you should not be using more than 30% of your total credit limit before paying it off. If you do go over this 30%, lenders are going to see you as a risk, because from their perspective, there's no need to utilize such a high percentage of the money you're allowed to borrow at once on a credit card or credit cards. You can actually speed up the process of raising your credit score by keeping that utilization rate under 10%. This means that if you have a credit limit of, let's say, $1,000, you should not be using more than $100 per month on your credit card before paying it off. There are 3 ways to get around this, right? The first is to get more credit cards or call them to actually increase your credit limits. 2 is to spread out charges across different credit cards if you can. Although I will say that this does not always work, as some credit scoring models only care about the total credit limit. And then 3 is to make credit card payments more than once a month to keep your balances low. If you can stay under 10%, that is a huge plus, and it shows that you are a responsible borrower. And just to illustrate this a little bit more clearly, let's say you have a credit limit of $1,000 in total, and you go out and buy something for $100 at Target. Well, that's going to bring you to the 10% credit utilization ratio already. So in that case, you're going to want to proactively think, hey, I'm at that 10%. I don't really want to go above 20 or 30%. I'm actually going to go and manually pay my credit card right now. That way my balance is going to be back to zero and I'll be able to spend another $100. Doing this proactively means you'll never go over that 30% threshold, which I definitely recommend not going over. And yeah, if you can do that, that's going to definitely help increase your credit score. 7 is to check your credit reports for errors. A really great resource for checking your report is annualcreditreport.com. It's a completely free service. I believe that you can do this multiple times per year.
I think I sent that to you guys yesterday.
But yeah, if you see anything that is incorrect in your personal credit report, you should definitely call them and dispute it. And this goes for any debt that you want to negotiate too. Sometimes there can be errors in your credit report, and it's more common than you think. So actually, the #1 type of complaint that consumers reported to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau was the Consumer Credit Report complaint. Statistically, they identified at least 1 error on 26% of consumer credit reports, which is definitely a pretty significant amount. The most common mistakes that occur include missing accounts, accounts being reported more than once, and reports indicating that closed accounts were closed by the grantor and not the user. When accounts are being reported more than once, it looks like you have higher debt than you actually do, which is definitely not something you want because it can seriously jeopardize your credit score. Anytime you see an error on your credit report, I really encourage you to contact the credit bureau as well as whoever provided the info to the bureau. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, if the error is real and legitimate, then they need to correct it. And I won't go into too much detail about the step, but you can absolutely look up guides across the internet if the step does need to be completed. The good news is that if you do successfully take care of any errors on your credit report, you can significantly boost your credit score. And the last thing I'm going to go over is super simple, and I sort of mentioned it already, but it is very often overlooked when it comes to raising people's scores. And that is asking for the credit card companies to just increase your credit limit. Now, I've personally done this many times, and I can tell you right now that it's actually really easy, and the worst thing that they can say is no. And it gets even easier as you build up a history and reputation with that credit card company. So for example, I have tons of accounts with Chase, so the reputation that I've built up with that company makes it very easy for me to actually call them up and be like, hey, I want a credit limit increase. Can you do that for me? This can be a cumulative strategy, meaning that you can try this with all the credit cards you own. Personally, the best plan of attack for me is to apply the strategy to the card I spend the most money on. Remember that credit card companies look at the credit utilization ratios of each card too. So yeah, very simple thing that you guys can do if you have credit cards and you want to actually increase your credit limit pretty easily. So in conclusion, those are 8 different ways and steps that you guys can take towards that coveted 800 score. Credit is so important. It's going to affect anytime you are borrowing money or trying to leverage. So I really encourage you guys to learn these steps, really, drill it into your brain. And of course, you guys can save this video and reference it later on. I've done every single one of these steps and they've...
Okay. All right. All right. Let's go back to you guys. Well, y'all taking a little bit of notes. So if not, I'm going to share the video.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to share the video. I know it's also habits that some of you guys got into. So you need to practice trying to get out of it. Okay. Because no one sits us down and talks about credit when we're teenagers, right? I don't know. Maybe a couple of your family members have, but I don't remember my parents actually sitting me down and talking to me about my credit score. Actually, no, they did not. And so I just want you guys to get out of some of the habits that you might have acquired. Maybe thinking that you can spend your credit card and max it out and then do that. You see how horrible it is to max out your credit card? Are you seeing now? He said 10%. Got me thinking, maybe I need to make sure I'm under 10% and pay it off before I'm going to buy something else. Just pay it off, like pay it off throughout the month, you know? So you see how much that credit card really matters. Questions. Have you guys been doing this? Any of it? And if so, has it helped? Let me know.
I'm gonna be honest. I pay the minimum, but I see how that is not helpful.
Right, you see now, right?
Yes, very much not helpful.
Not only that, you are actually paying. You're paying. Oh my gosh, you're paying a high percentage. Because they usually like 29% or 27%. You're paying a huge percentage on the balance. I said, I'm not giving them that money. I'm gonna pay my statement, my balance off every month. They get zero money out of me. Zero. So my idea is if I can't pay it, I'm not buying it. If I cannot pay it off at the end of the month, I'm not gonna buy it. And you might say, well, what is the point of having a credit card? To play the game and use them for your advantage. You can use a card to better your life, actually. That doesn't mean spending it to the max and buying little things. Okay, the holidays are coming up, guys. Okay, I know your kids are cute and you just want to buy them everything. Think before you do that, okay? Please buy them good stuff, but in the long run, you're helping them by not spending crazy amount of stuff. Because usually, I mean, come on, let's be real. 3 months later, some of that stuff be on the floor and you stepping on while you walking and trying to clear stuff up. Okay, besides Jasmine, is there somebody else? Did you try it? Have you tried any of these? Are y'all paying minimum?
Like I said, I do my CD account thing with Self, so that's what I'm going through right now to help me with my credit and stuff.
Okay. Okay. We have been cleaning up ours. Okay, thank you, Tia. We have been paying the smallest one first. Okay, yes. Okay, so you're doing the Dave Ramsey strategy. I think this is Dave Ramsey, yes, where they clean up their credit card. They take the smallest one and then they clear that off and then they take the next one. We're gonna talk about that too. Depths, yep. Yep, debt snowball. Yep, that's what it is. We're gonna talk about debt as well and how to chop our way out of it. But I wanted to start with credit score so you can kind of see how the debt and this and that affects the score. So everything is connected to each other. Okay. Questions? Raiden, you've been quiet today. What's going on? I always love your input. What's going on, Raiden? You out and about? Can you hear me? I don't know if he can hear me.
I think he was saying his background was kind of loud and stuff.
Oh, yeah. He did. All right. Anyone else? Any information that you're getting? Has it been helpful? It has, how do you see yourself using some of this information?
Honestly, it's giving me a bit of an eye opener when it comes to my credit score, period, because it's letting me know what other things to be aware of while I'm going through fixing or, whatever I'm doing with it at the moment. But it's just giving me more of an eye to be more what to be aware of. Because I didn't start even hearing about credit or learning about credit or credit scores until like, I'm 34 now. I probably say like maybe 7 years ago. I never even knew you get car taxes, and I had so many cars in my name. I literally found out when I went to go try to get me a car last year, and then I went to the place and they told me I couldn't do it because I owed car taxes. I had to pay them off first, and then for me to come back. Like I've just learned about that. So I'm trying to be mindful on different things. I'm learning now, so I could teach my kids early on. I don't want them to overlook or not see this stuff and know it, and then it bite them in the long run.
Exactly. I'm trying to get y'all. Yes, I want to get you right. I want us to have generational knowledge. You know what I mean? Pass it on. Perhaps the parents didn't tell us, but now we're making sure that others know. Okay. Anything else?
I agree with Malika. A lot of the stuff in terms of like even like bank accounts and credit cards and credit scores, a lot of stuff I didn't learn about until I got older. So I definitely want to make sure that my son is aware of these things like long before he even, gets into the habit of having to deal with them.
Right. Right. And we're going to talk about the bank accounts too. There's so much to talk about, but we're going to talk about those bank accounts, getting into a high yield bank account instead of the bank accounts that you guys have. So high yield savings accounts. We're going to talk about that too. But baby steps. All right. So I hope this was helpful. We're going to end, but I hope this was helpful and it was something that was needed for you, and that please take the information. Please, I beg. It was very helpful. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I want y'all to take this information. Please share it. Please ask others to come so we can get. I hope it's like hundreds of young people your age, and that they're getting this knowledge, because I want you guys to know what's going on, because I don't think anyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's really having a conversation about it.
No.
So
it was definitely helpful though. I won't be getting that 20% discounts for them when I'm in the department store.
Please do not get the 20% discount credit card. What is keeping you? Brayden, I miss you.
Yeah, my phone, but I'm still trying to figure out how to use this app. I was trying to unmute myself for the longest just now. Sorry, y'all. My fault.
Yeah. Brayden, did you know a lot of this stuff, or?
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot too. I was listening this whole time. Yeah, facts. So.
Oh, but you did learn a lot on the video with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want you guys to just get yourself straight, okay? But and the next thing, I don't know how many of you guys are in debt, but we're gonna talk about debt. Tia, I like what you do. You do the Dave Ramsey. I know that strategy with snowballing. Yep, that's a good thing too. We're gonna talk about getting it up. Candace, thank you, Candace. Let's see, Candace, what you saying? I already knew about most of this information. Great. Absolutely amazing, because a lot of people don't. And anything that you guys know, please share. If you know something, please share. And Tia, you might know how to get out of debt. This stuff that you want to share, that you might want to share with the group. Antoine, I hope you're getting something out of it as well, because we here to help.
Yeah, I know some of the things. So
Okay. All right.
take the 10% thing. I don't think nobody actually said nothing about that a little more. It's a little more about paying it, before the time, but I'm gonna definitely get it. I'm gonna definitely start doing it a little more.
Okay. Good. All right. Awesome. We're gonna pray out. And I'll be contacting you guys on WhatsApp. Everybody has WhatsApp, right? We good? I can go on WhatsApp. Everybody have WhatsApp? Okay. Good. So I want us to go. You don't have WhatsApp?
Mm-hmm.
Can you download it?
Yeah, I can download it.
Yeah. I'll send you. I think I could send it to you so you could just press it. Okay. And then it's so much easier to do WhatsApp. Then I can add people. Okay. All right. Who wants to volunteer to pray out?
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is anybody educated on like stock trading? Because I want to talk about that as well.
No, I need to learn that. I want to learn real bad.
Listen,
I got a mentor right now on TradingView, so I can send y'all the link, and whatever I learn, I'll put y'all on. I'll put it in the chat.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was trying to learn that too. Yeah.
He got his own house in Philly right now. I met him at work, and he doing his thing. I'm not gonna lie, so I'm trying to get down. I need help.
Right. Okay. Well, Maybe if you know someone who may even like to come in, let me know and have a conversation. But is this person Firefax? Because something about fire, because they have their own, it's like a pyramid thing.
Nah. He's trading like NFTs, other regular stocks. Like it's like regular like what everybody else is doing on Robinhood, but his is called TradingView. Like the site he uses on TradingView, and it's pretty good. I did my research on it. It's not a scam at all.
Okay.
It's like, it's better than Forex. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, Forex. You know about Forex? Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
Forex. Yeah. No, because I'm not doing Forex. I was like, nah.
Yeah, so it's like I'm learning right now to read candles and stuff like that. So, whatever I learn, if y'all know anything, y'all can put me on, and I'll do the same.
I do Robinhood as a side, just a side extra something.
Yeah, but it's the way he do it, he's making a living off of it. Like that's his main thing, honestly. Like my job is a side hustle. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like he showed me a lot of money, so we gonna see what's up.
Okay, so we can talk about that too.
If y'all interested, I don't know. I just thought that might be
no, it is.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah.
It is something that I would like for us to talk about. I'm doing it in baby steps. First, we have to clear up some stuff.
Nah, facts, yeah.
We got to clear up our life. Because you could be making a whole lot of money and then you spending it all and not being wise about it. So I want us to develop some positive
Financial
habits.
guidance, right? I need that.
Yeah. So, and clear up our stuff. And then we're going to talk about budgets and investing. And that maybe if you know someone that could come in, Raiden, I'll talk to you, and then we'll have somebody to maybe
I can bring them in.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, so we'll talk about that so you can have a conversation. As I said, we here to help. And Candace, I see you said my own cousin tried to scam me on that pyramid scheme.
Yeah, nah, I'm not with you. I don't do the pyramid schemes.
I know, Candace.
We too old for that. We too old for that. We need something solid.
All right. All right, we're gonna adjourn. Anyone want to pray out?
Shaniqua.
Oh, Shaniqua, where are you? Did somebody told you?
Not me. Girl, no. You.
Shaniqua, go ahead.
I did prayer coming in. You gotta do it going out.
Okay.
Shaniqua?
Hold on one second.
Come on, babe, you got it.
Shaniqua, what happened to you?
Yes, I'm right here.
All right, go ahead.
I was eating something.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for tonight's lesson. Thank you for showing us the way. Thank you for teaching us about credit, learning, and fellowshipping together tonight. Thank you for listening to Sister Malika's story tonight. It really touched me. I want to ask God to continue to pray for everybody on this line, the ones who couldn't come on this line and wanted to come on this line. I want to continue to pray for everybody's family and traveling mercies home and to their destinations. I want to pray for their children. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. All right, so I will send you all the information I'll send you, and then remember we're going to do a devotion together. Because that'd be nice if we do a devotion together, because then we have a purpose. And I must choose a short devotion so y'all won't be like, oh, Lord, I'm going to read all this stuff. I'll choose a short one so we can start off baby steps. All right?
Build up.
Guys.
Okay.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Love you.
Good night.
Everyone.
Oh, hi.
Good night.
Oh, her daughter, she said Candace said her daughter want to say hi.
Oh, hi. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
Oh, you have a good evening.
Good evening.
Hi.
Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, you're so
Right,
cute.
I gotta show my hair, not the bonnet,
Oh,
man.
you cute.
Hey, pretty.
Good night. She heard the prayer. She said, "Thank you for praying for her."
Oh, you're welcome, beautiful angel.
All right, say good night.
Good night.